Alright, I know the last video I ended it very abruptly. I started to get very emotional. Tragedy is a hard thing. When tragedy comes like waves in an ocean and splashes onto you, it splashes your soul down with the salt water of sadness. It can be a lot. But I thought about the good things. Not just the negative, not just the tragedy. The bright spots that we have. The bright spots. We're going to see James C. take on El Chupacabra. Maki Ito is going to debut at Hood Slam. We are going to see the return of Trish Adora. All of these things taking place this Saturday night, the 8th, at the Continental Club in Oakland. Yes. We are going through tragedy. Yes, we have lost Batman. We have lost the banana. And we will be honoring the lives of our fallen Hood Slammers at this show, at the Continental Club. And that is the tragedy of the waves, of the salt water, and the seawater crashing onto the shores of our souls. But there's also good things too. Like I said, those things I just said, great matches to take our minds off the pain. But I am a man of my word, and I said I was going to talk about each of the fallen Hood Slammers and honor them one video at a time leading up to their celebration of life this Saturday. It's probably going to talk about the biggest loss that we had, because this Hood Slammer was the current Golden Gig champion. So, never in the history of pro wrestling does what happened. Yes, people have lost their smiles. People have taken their balls and went home. People have been injured. There's been a lot of reasons why championships have been up in the air. But never before has it been because a demon dog, a masked lady with wings, and a giant Rob Banks shadow demon came out and killed your champion. That's never happened, and that's what happened when we lost the Golden Gig champion, Pong. Now, I'm going to be a little in the weeds. When am I not in the weeds? But I'm going to be a little bit without a rudder here because I'm not too familiar with Pong. We have never wrestled. And he was a very quiet guy who kept to himself backstage. I do know he liked video games. He doesn't like Randy Orton matches. And he's a multiple-time Golden Gig champion. And he is the master and ruler of the console death match. Personally, like I said, I've never wrestled Pong, but I've always enjoyed watching him wrestle. I never got any bad vibes from him because he kept to himself. The Broody Man and the Big Pong Man never crossed paths. I know very little about him, but I respect him. He is a multiple-time Golden Gig champion. And I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure he is a Hood Slam original. Now, Pong. He was not liked by many of the Hood Slam fans. He was what you would call a bad guy. But when he saw that demon dog, that Valhalla winged masked lady, and the Shadow Banks, Rob Banks shadow demon coming out, when he saw them taking out the banana, beating up Nuck Nuck, putting Hood Slam at risk, Pong, for all the shady and underhanded and shenanigans that he has pulled over the last 12 years. Maybe it's been underhanded. Maybe he's taken shortcuts. Maybe he's passed his way to the top. But he saw Hood Slam under attack. And he walked out there because he might love video games. He might love not being around people. And he might love console death matches. But he also loves Hood Slam. And he came out there and he stood up for what he loved. And for all the fans and all of us in the back that may not like the way Pong gets things done, we have to respect the fact that he came out and fought for all of us at Hood Slam and gave up his life defending the cause. So Pong, I'm honoring you right here, right now. And this Saturday night at the Continental Club in Oakland, California, all of us at Hood Slam will be honoring you. And I please ask all of you fans to first like, subscribe, and show up to Hood Slam and honor our fallen Hood Slammers. There's one more person to talk about. I don't know if I'm ever going to be ready to talk about what happened to that person. I know damn well I don't want to talk about what happened to that person, but I made a promise and I made a promise and I'm a big man and I keep my promises. But I'm not ready to talk about that person tonight. This is Brutal Rob Hands. I am the 6'7", 313-pound master and roller of the world